Welcome back to Pasha Pilates. Let's improve our posture, increase our abdominal core strength, and work on our entire body with this full body Pilates no equipment workout. Grab your mat and let's begin. Let's start by being seated at the top of our mats with our legs and feet hip-width distance apart. Our legs are bent with our feet flat on the mat. Hands are placed behind our knees. Let's warm up the spine as you sit up nice and tall. Inhale, and as you exhale, tuck your pelvis, roll it back and round your spine. Then inhale to lift up nice and tall, reaching the chest up towards the ceiling. Repeat, we roll it back, rounding the spine as much as you can and lifting it up nice and tall and arching your back. Exhale to round your spine and inhale to arch your back, chest up to the ceiling. Just 2 more sets. Exhale as you round your spine, sink that belly button, and inhale as you arch the back. Good, and last one, and bring it back to the center. Now let's get into our back and our core with our C curve. So taking our arms out in front of us, inhale, and as you exhale, tuck your pelvis, round your spine and roll it back into your C curve. Inhale to lift up nice and tall, and exhale, rolling it back into your C curve. 4 more. Rolling your spine, sinking the belly button down towards your spine. Make sure to relax the shoulders down away from those ears and keep your hips and your legs as stable as possible. Exhale to round the spine, sinking the belly button, and inhale to lift up nice and tall through the lower back. Good, last one, and we're going to hold it there. From here, let's rotate our palms facing downwards and going straight into our arm switches. So we're switching the arms, nice straight, strong, lengthened arms. Your one hand touches the mat and your other arm's bicep is in line with your ear. Good, just 4 more. Keep maintaining that C curve of your spine, sinking that belly button to the spine, relaxing the shoulders, and bringing both arms back to the center. Let's go into our leg lifts. We lift our left leg up to a bug position, replace, and we lift the right leg. Keep it going. Your bent leg lifts to a 90-degree position as you maintain your curved spine in your C curve. Keep sinking that belly button to the spine. Just 3 more. Keep breathing. Last one. And replace. Good. Let's lift up nice and tall. And from here, let's extend both of our legs out to straight. And we're going to repeat our C curve. So sitting up nice and tall, inhale. And as you exhale, tuck your pelvis and roll it back, rounding your spine into your C curve. From here, let's just hold our C curve and breathe. Relax your shoulders. Inhale. And as you exhale, rotate your upper body to the left and lift your left leg. And back to the center to replace. We rotate to the right, lifting your right leg and taking it back to the center as you inhale. Just 4 more like this. Make sure to keep sinking that belly button towards the spine. Really rotate that upper body. Lift a straight, stretched, lengthened leg. Good, and back to the center. Now repeat to the left. We're going to lower the leg, lift it, and then back to the center. Repeat. We rotate. Leg lowers, lifts, and center. 4 more. We rotate, lower, lift, and center. Rotate. Leg lowers and lifts back to the center. Keep relaxing those shoulders, sinking the belly button, and breathe. Good. Last one. And taking it back to the center, lifting up nice and tall. And let's lengthen up and forward into your forward fold. Let's stay here for a bit as we stretch out our hamstrings. Inhale, and as you exhale, lengthen forward from your lower back. Your hands can be placed on your shins, ankles, or your feet, whichever is most comfortable for you. Just make sure to lengthen forward from that lower back and stretch and straighten those legs. Let's slowly roll back up to be seated, and let's place our hands behind our body with our fingers facing forward, our arms extended as much as possible. Inhale, and as you exhale, squeeze your glutes and lift your hips up towards the ceiling, and lower as you inhale. Exhale to squeeze and lift as high as you can, keeping your head and neck in line with your spine. 4 more. Keep squeezing those glutes and lifting those hips. Make sure your legs are straight and lengthened, sinking your belly button into your spine, and you are lifting up and out of your shoulders. Good. Lower as you inhale and exhale to lift and hold. Maintaining stable hips, let's lift our left leg and replace. We lift the right leg and replace. 6 more. We bring the knee into the chest and replace. Keep squeezing the glutes, lifting those hips up towards the ceiling. Sink that belly button to the spine and keep those hips as stable and secure as possible. Good job. Last one. And replace. Gently lower the bum all the way back down onto the mat. Release your arms, sitting up nice and tall. Tuck your pelvis and just gently, slowly rolling it all the way back down onto your back. Taking your arms all the way overhead, going straight into our roll-ups. So inhale, and as you exhale, break at your breastbone, curl and keep it going, rolling it up all the way up to be seated, reaching it as far forward as you can, and slowly rolling it all the way back, vertebra by vertebra, as slow as you can. Head and neck last to move, and arms go overhead. We repeat, rolling it all the way up to be seated, reaching the arms as far forward as you can, lengthening forward from the lower back, and rolling it back down, sinking that belly button to the spine, taking those arms with you overhead. Just 2 more, breaking at that breastbone, rolling it up, rolling it up, rolling it up, and lengthen as far forward as you can, and slowly rolling it back down, vertebra by vertebra, relaxing those shoulders. Good. Inhale, and as you exhale, rolling it all the way back up, lifting up nice and tall, lengthen as far forward from your lower back as you can, and rolling it back down, all the way back onto the mat, vertebra by vertebra, as you take your arms all the way overhead. Good. Now bring your arms all the way down onto the mat at your sides, and let's bend our legs into our hook position. Legs and feet parallel, hip width distance apart. Inhale, and as you exhale, tuck your pelvis, and let's peel the spine up off the mat, vertebra by vertebra, squeezing the glutes and hips up to the ceiling, and rolling it all the way back down as you inhale. Exhale to roll it all the way up, squeezing those glutes, lifting the hips. Just 4 more. Connect the ribs, sink the belly button, squeeze the glutes, and lift the hips up to the ceiling as high as you can. Good. Keep rolling it up and down, vertebra by vertebra, using the spine, using those glutes. Just 2 more, really working those glutes. Make sure your hips stay as level and stable and secure as possible. Last one, we roll it up, squeeze those glutes, lift the hips as high as you can, and rolling it back down as you inhale. Now we go straight into our single leg développé. The exact same as before, but with a single leg unfolding to a straight at 45 degrees, and as you roll it back down, your foot replaces back onto the mat. So we tuck the pelvis, roll it up, extend that leg straight at 45 degrees, and roll it back down as everything replaces onto the mat. Squeeze those glutes, lift the hips up to the ceiling, keep those hips as level and stable as possible. Just 2 more. Really squeeze those glutes, lift the hips, and inhale as you lower. Exhale to roll it up. Last one. Good, and roll it down as you inhale. Exhale, let's roll it up one more time, both feet flat on the mat. And let's hold our pelvic press. We are just going to hold it here, so take a few deep breaths in and out. Keep squeezing those glutes, lifting the hips. And let's go straight into our pulses. We pulse and pulse, squeezing the glutes, lifting those hips up to the ceiling as high as you can. 5 more, we pulse and pulse. Good, and pulse and pulse. Let's roll it all the way back down onto the mat and float our arms all the way up to the ceiling. From here, let's inhale, and as you exhale, break at your breastbone, curl and lift your left leg into your bug position. We lower to inhale. Exhale, curl, lift your right leg to a bug position and lower as you inhale. Really lifting that upper body up off the mat. Bend your leg at 90-degree angle and really sink that belly button down to your spine. 2 more like that. We curl and lift, sinking that belly button. Inhale to lower. Exhale, curl and lift and lower to inhale. Now we curl and extend our left leg straight at 45 degrees and lower to inhale. Repeat with the right leg. We curl and extend and lower to inhale. 4 more. We curl, really extend that leg as straight as possible. Sink that belly button and lift that upper body up off the mat. Make sure that you are lengthening the head and the neck and not tucking the chin towards the chest. Last one, we curl and extend and lower. Inhale, and as you exhale, let's curl and break at that breastbone, hovering the arms just above the mat. We're going to lift our left leg, lift our right leg, replace the left leg, replace the right. Then we go right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg. Good. Repeat. Up, up and down, down we go. Up, up and down. Down. Keep lifting that upper body in your curl as high as you can up off the mat. Sink that belly button. Good. And last one, we go up, up and hold. Holding the legs here. Let's lower our upper body all the way back down onto the mat. Really working deep into the core here. Let's go into our double toe taps. Inhale, and as you exhale, hover the toes just above the mat and lift the legs back up. 7 more. We hover the toes just above the mat and lift the legs back up. Keeping your legs and feet bent at a 90-degree angle. You're really connecting those ribs, sinking the belly button. Exhale as you hover the toes and inhale as you lift those legs. Exhale, sink that belly button and inhale to lift. You're almost there. You've got this. Keep going. Keep focusing on your breathing. As you exhale, connect those ribs, sink the belly button, and inhale to lift the legs. Last one, we hover and lift. Good job. From here, let's extend both of our legs straight at vertical. Inhale, and as you exhale, let's take both of our legs over to the right. Take them down and around all the way to the other side and back to the center for your leg circles. 3 more. Really connecting those ribs, sinking the belly button, keeping those hips as stable as you can as you circle those legs all the way around. Back to the center, and let's go to the left-hand side. We take it out to the left, down and around to the right, and back to the center. Good. Inhaling in the center and exhale as you take the legs down and around. Last one, we circle and back to the center. Beautiful work. Let's bend our legs, bring our knees into our chest, and let's hug the knees. You can grab a hold of your elbows, forearms, or wrists and squeeze those knees in. Inhale and exhale. Squeezing those knees into the chest. Good. And gently release. Let's extend both of our legs out to straight. And from here, let's roll over onto our side, up on our elbow, body one long line. Make sure that elbow is directly under and in line with your shoulder. Straight legs, flexed feet. Inhale, and as you exhale, we lift those hips up to the ceiling. Lift your top leg, lower the leg, and lower the body. With your side plank, we lift, lift, lower, lower to inhale. Exhale to lift. Lift your top leg, lower it, and then lower the entire body. Last 3, really connecting those ribs, sinking the belly button, lifting your hips as high as you can. Last 1, take a big breath in, exhale to lift and hold. We are going to lift the leg, hold it there, and pulse. Pulse, pulse, Pulse and pulse, pulse, good pulse, and hold. Just breathe here. Big breath in through the nose and exhale, sinking that belly button and lower it all the way back down. Good job. Let's go straight on to the other side. Your body in one long line, up on your elbow. Make sure that elbow is directly under and in line with the shoulder. Opposite hand to the back of the head. Inhale. And as you exhale, let's lift those hips up to the ceiling. Lift the leg, lower the leg, and lower everything back down. Repeat. Good. Keep it going. 4 more. We lift, lift, lower, lower. Keep breathing, connecting those ribs, sinking the belly button, and lift up and out of that bottom shoulder. Stretch and straighten those legs. Good. Last one. We lift, lift, and hold. We go pulse and pulse. Good. Keep pulsing. Last 3, 2, 1, and hold it there. Just breathe. Keep holding. Lift that leg, sink the belly button, lift the hips, lower, and lower everything back down. Good job. Let's roll over onto our tummy and stretch it out. Hands underneath the shoulders. Let's extend our left arm out to the side, arm flat on the mat. Right hand on the mat for support. Let's bend our right leg. Press the right hand into the mat and take that right foot all the way over, relaxing the body and keeping that left shoulder down and flat on the mat, really stretching it out. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful, and release, bringing it back into the center. Let's repeat on the other side. So let's extend our right arm out to the side, left hand on the mat. Bend your left leg, take that left foot over, press the left hand down into the mat to push up, opening the hips, keeping that right shoulder flat on the mat, really stretching out that bottom shoulder, and breathe. Let's gently release back onto our tummy, both hands underneath the shoulders, and let's push back into our praying crouch. Legs and feet together, bum back onto our heels. Stretch those arms out, relax the forehead onto the mat, and breathe. We are almost there. From here, let's lift up onto all fours, making sure the knees are directly under and in line with the hips. The wrists are directly under and in line with your shoulders with a flat back, head and neck in line with the spine. Let's extend our right arm forward in front of us and our left leg toes on the mat. Inhale, exhale to lift the leg and lower it. We lift, squeezing the glute and lower. Make sure your leg is nice and straight and lengthened. Keep that right arm lifted the entire time with the bicep next to the ear. Just 2 more like that. Make sure you're connecting those ribs, sinking the belly button up to the spine. Last one and hold. We bend the leg, extend, and lower. Repeat. Lift, bend, squeezing the foot to the bum, extend, and lower. We lift, bend, keeping it lifted as you extend and lower. Last one like that. Bend, extend, and hold. We pulse the arm and leg. Pulse and pulse, lifting the arm and leg up towards the ceiling. Pulse and pulse and pulse. Good, and pulse. And slowly replace that hand and knee back down onto the mat. To repeat on the other side, let's extend our left arm and our right leg, toes on the mat. We lift the right leg and lower. Nice straight stretched leg. Keeping that left arm lifted with the bicep next to the ear, shoulders down. Connect those ribs and sink that belly button up to the spine. Really squeeze that glute. Good, last one like that. And we go. Lift, bend, extend, keeping the leg lifted, then lower. We lift, bend, squeezing the glute, extend, and lower. 4 more, keeping the body as stable and centered as possible. Shoulders down, belly button up, really squeezing that glute. Last one, we lift, bend, extend, and hold, ready to pulse. Pulse, last 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and gently replacing the hand and knee back down onto the mat. Beautiful work. Let's push back into our praying crouch. Let's release and let it all go. Relax that forehead down onto the mat and breathe. From here, let's stretch out our shoulders. Let's interlace our fingers behind our back. Extend the arms and lift those arms up behind you as high as you can. You are trying to reach your arms up and over your head. Make sure the palms of the hands are together. Really stretch those arms. Breathe into it. Good. And release. Let's release the arms and roll it all the way back up to be seated, and let's sit on our bums. Extend both legs straight forward in front of you. Open one leg diagonally and place your opposite foot on the inside of your thigh. Let's rotate our upper body towards the straight leg. Lift our arms up towards the ceiling as you take a big breath in, and as you exhale, let's reach forward for the toes. Grab a hold of your foot if you can and lengthen forward from that lower back. Really stretching out that hamstring. Release the upper body forward and breathe. Good, let's repeat that on the other side. Extend the opposite leg diagonally and let's take the other foot, place it on the inside of the thigh. Rotate the upper body towards the straight leg. Lift those arms up towards the ceiling as you inhale. And exhale to reach forward for the foot. Lengthening forward from that lower back. Really stretching out that hamstring. And just breathe and relax into it. Beautiful work. Let's release. Let's bring both of our legs bent into a comfortable seated position. And let's end it off with our breathing. So inhale, reaching the arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale as you bring your palms into prayer hands at your heart. Inhale, reaching those arms up and out towards the ceiling. And bringing the prayer hands down towards your heart as you exhale. Thank yourself for bringing yourself to your mat today, and thank you so much for joining this class with me. I'll see you soon.